Good morning, everybody. We got March 21st. It's about 9:45 Pacific Standard Time. Welcome to Good Morning Nation and welcome to Raid the Tape. Appreciate everybody being in here, man. I know we got a couple people in here waiting this morning. I hope everybody's having a great morning. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Starting off your week fresh. Starting off your week as a Raider, as a contender, as somebody excited for football season, for Raider Nation. Let's say what's up to Troy Romero. He says, what's up, Ray? What it do? What it do, my boy? Shout out to Troy Romero for pulling up, man. Appreciate y'all being here this early. Blue King 1678 says, what's up, Ray? What's up with the King? Glad you're able to be here, King. I know King always pops in just to say what's up. Raider T, he says, hey, Ray, hello from Croatia. Shout out to Croatia, man. That's dope. I always love hearing about people overseas tuning in, saying what's up. So that's always fire. It's always fire. He said, if I'm lying, I'm dying podcast. Good morning, brother. What's up with the big dog? He says, get some good sun today. It's about to be 82 in Sac. That's what I love to hear, man, because these last couple of days been a little chilly. Trust me, I got my work in this morning, went to the gym, did some Muay Thai, did some boxing, had some couple of partners up there. So that was definitely fun. Got my sweat in, got my healthy in. Right now, I'm just sipping on a little bit of this. Wake me up. And we're gonna get the morning started. Shout out to the boy. He says, Digi Prayers says, cousin Ray, what it do? What's up with it, man? Happy belated birthday to Digital Prayers. Everybody give Digi Prayers a belated birthday, man. Shout out Carlos in the building. Appreciate you being able to make it. Mike Morris in the building. What's up with you, man? What's up with it? MM in the building. Who shot me? Says, who we getting today, nation? Who do we want? Who do we want? I put a poll in the chat. I got a little bit of allergies. Bear with me now. Bear with me. In Sacramento, man, these allergies is whooping. These allergies are whooping me. And I know I've said this before on the live. Look, I got allergies, man. Don't beat me up about it. Don't beat me up about it. I got allergies. They're already whooping me right now. Douchebag Matt in the building. Glad to see you back out here. Douchebag Matt. He says, what's up, Ray? Let's get some solid signings today. And that's definitely what I want to see is some dope signings. Maybe a Stephon Gilmore. I know a lot of people have been talking about him. I think Van Noy is still out there. We're gonna hop into the free agency tracker. But we definitely have a lot of holes to fill. We have holes to fill, and I don't know if we can really go out there and spend a lot of money to fulfill roles that could just be basically subpar players. They don't have to be all that, you know what I mean? They don't all have to be Devontae Adams, but you know what I mean? Let's soak that in while we can. Sandy James in the building. What's good with you, man? Octavian Brown. He said Trent back to the Browns. Yep. For those who don't know, Trent Brown did go back to the New England, so he will be out there, and we'll have to continue looking for another right tackle option. And apparently, Brandon Parker is being looked at to return to the Raiders. So that's also something that's interesting right there. Fully crazy in the building. Was good with you, man. Top of the morning to RJ. Appreciate you pulling up on this, man. E Maney in the building. He said, I'm worried about our O-line. I'm not worried about our O-line. I'll be honest. I'm not worried about it. And we'll hop into that in a little bit, and I'll tell you why I'm not too worried about it. Dreaded One says, what's up with it, Ray? What's up with it, nation? Shout out to everybody in the nation that's pulling up, man. We're already 70 deep. If y'all can, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button if y'all new. And also, make sure to share this with y'all peoples. Tell them to pull up. We're on the road to 7K, y'all. We're trying to hit 7K subscribers. All we need is about 12 more subscribers. 12 more subscribers, and we have 7K, y'all. Trying to make it to 10K before the season starts. Hopefully, we can reach that point. But not too worried about it. I've never been hounded on subscribers too much because I feel like we got a nice, neat, tight fit community here, a nice family here. So I'm not tripping too much, but I love to watch the channel grow and everything. All the support and everything I put right back into the channel. So I appreciate all the support. Rolly Rose says, Brody, bro, what's good with you, man? What's up with it, man? Let me get some more shout outs in here. Tony Collins, what's up with it, man? Top of the morning to Tony. Mudville in the building. Raider Cortez in the building. What's up with him, man? Says, boosting with E. Hey, what's up with the Sac Town in the building? Shout out to the Sac City. Morning, Ray. Morning. Good morning, TC. Glad to see Clements in the building. Shane Morris is out here too. What's up with it, man? You know, an interesting topic while I give these shout outs is the draft. And we'll probably do a different live, and we'll probably do a video on this. But the draft, man, now that we traded those picks, it's almost like, man, the draft is definitely not as fun, right? You go look at the draft, and it's like, man, it's not as fun now. And you really got to do some digging and look to see who is going to be available when the time comes and we have a pick. But maybe we work something out and we send some players away to add some more, add some picks again. Trayvon Mullen's been going through the ringer, man. Just Lift says, what up, Ray? You my entertainment while I'm getting this cardio in. Yo, shout out to Just Lift, man. Yeah, you got to get that cardio in, player. I got that cardio in this morning. Maybe I need to Just Lift like you because I'm not as buff as I used to be, bro. I'm not as buff as I used to be. You know, I ain't eating 5,000 calories a day. I'm not in the Army anymore, you know, waking up at freaking 5:30 to go run 6 miles, then go to the gym and then get off work and go back to the gym. So I just like to get my Muay Thai in and go about my day. Shout out to Just Lift, though, man. Everybody needs to work out. Everybody in this chat, if y'all ain't working out, drop down and at least give me like 10 push-ups, man. Y'all got to get some cardio in. Y'all got to get some muscle work in. Let's get it. Dominique in the building. Neek 5, what's good with you, 5? Glad you able to be here, brother. Jesse in the building. 74, what's good with you, man? Gandy says, if not Gilmore, then Matthew. I think Matthew's looking for a lot of money because I've been wanting to get Matthew, and what everybody's been telling me is, well, he's looking for a bag per se. You know, he's looking for a bag. He's looking for a good amount of money. I don't know if we can afford to spend that much money on a safety, you know, especially on a position that's not so dire. That's so dire. We just drafted a safety last year that we project to be a true free safety, all-around player on our defense in the center of that backfield. So I don't know if we could spend that much on a safety, on an adjacent safety, I should say. But I definitely like to bring in Matthew. I would want to bring in Matthew over Gilmore. And the only reason I say that is because I feel like we have corners that are competent enough to get the job done. And if you have two safeties back there and bring in a great mind like Matthew, not saying Gilmore's not, but Matthew is really like the shortstop. You know what I mean? He can see everything. He's right there in the middle of the field. He could tell that corner, come down, tell the linebacker. Also, he would be able to help Trayvon Merrick get groom Trayvon Merrick into that much better of a free safety. Because let's not act like Tyrann Mathieu isn't very smart and he's able to read plays. I mean, there was plenty of times he was able to read our plays. He was able to shut them down. He was able to get jump routes, bat down passes, and that's kind of like what I like from Matthew. And I know Gilmore can do these similar things, but when you're a corner, you're only on one side of the field. You're only on one side of the field. And I feel like when you bring in a guy like Matthew, he brings his intensity, he brings his leadership, he brings his knowledge. He will be able to groom Merrick, and he is in the center of the field to where he could communicate with everybody. So that's just why I would choose Matthew over Gilmore. But, of course, there's cap issues and et cetera, et cetera. So there is pros and cons of both sides. I hear you. Definitely hear you, Gandy. Zebra 3 in the building says, my man, what's up with it? What's up with it, Z? Glad he able to make it. Yeah, appreciate everybody that gave Prez a belated shout-out for his birthday, man. I know his birthday just passed, so shout-out to him. Isaiah Moore says, is Adams pressure today? Is Adams pressure today? Someone enlighten me. Let me know if Adams pressure today. I don't know. I didn't see that. Across my timeline, so I'll definitely have to take a look at that. Let me see. I'll definitely have to check that out. Shout out everybody that gave Prez a happy birthday. Philip Vargas says, what's up, Ray? Just subscribe. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Philip Vargas, for being a new subscriber. Welcome to the fam, bro. Look, like I was just saying, we only need about 10 more subscribers, and we back to 7K. We at 7K. Yo, Joseph Duran in the building. What's up with it? Prez, thank you, Ray. I appreciate it. Yes, I turned 21 finally. Yeah, man, look, don't be too excited to turn 21, man. Then when that old age start creeping up on you, and I'm not going to say old age because we're still young, right? But I'm just saying, man, it's not always great to turn that next stage, but congratulations on being 21. Sometimes I wish I was 21 again, but I like where I'm at in life. Rock Rivera says, what up, bro? Always enjoy your content. Keep spitting facts, dog. Much love from Stockton. Shout out Stockton, man. You know, the 209 is serious. I was born in 209, so shout out to the 209, yo. Chansworthy Evans says, what up, Ray? What's up with you, Evans? Glad he able to make it. Shout out everybody that's in the chat, man. Alex Rader, what up, Ray? Any word on Gilmore? I haven't really got any update whatsoever on Gilmore. Trust me, if anything pops up, I will alert everybody if anything pops up. But as of right now, I don't see any news. Don't see any news. Tyrann Mathieu did post something, but it wasn't about the Raiders. I don't think. He just says more work to do. I don't know if he got signed. Does that mean he got signed? It's interesting. Interesting. Just Shane Morris. Honcho thinks Mullen could be moved. Yeah, that's the word. That's the word, man. And I definitely think the same thing. Definitely think the same thing, that he could potentially get moved. But we'll get into that in a second, man. Shout out Cool Zay 1995 for the super chat. If anybody wants to get their comment shared, without a doubt, all you got to do is drop a super chat. It goes a long way. It also helps support the channel. Everything that y'all help me with, man, I put back in the channel. You know, the camera, the lights, the background, the table, the mic, everything. So thank you for pulling up. Cool Zay says, dude, all bars ain't bad, and linebacker Beavers from Cincinnati is a bad dude. You think Raiders can get him in the 3rd round? Dude, all bars ain't bad. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure what you're referring to right there, man. But as far as Beavers from Cincinnati, he looks cool. I don't know if we'd go after him or a more agile linebacker. I do like him for more of a heavy front. I do like him to be able to come up and stop the run a little bit. Also, will he fit the scheme at middle linebacker? Potentially he could. Will we want somebody more that could move a little bit better on their feet, that could turn a little bit better, maybe cover better like an Asamoah? I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe a Damone Clark. I don't really like Damone Clark too much, but I know he is a little bit bigger and he has a little bit more length, and he's known to be more in that pass coverage. But I don't think he's that great at pass coverage. That's just kind of the narrative. I wouldn't mad if we went and got the linebacker out of at Cincinnati, though. Cool Zay. I wouldn't be mad at that. But in the 3rd round, I wonder what kind of value we could get there and what players are actually going to be available in the 3rd round. So that'll be pretty interesting, man. Win City Raider in the building. Shout out Win City, man. Neek, what's good with you? Top of the morning, Neek. Glad you're able to make it. Richard said, F the draft. We stole Devontae Adams. Yeah, F them picks, man. DigiPress says, yep. You already know, man. We run it in. Alex Rader says, yo, Ray, that hat is fire. Appreciate it, brother. Shout out to Redemption Brand. If y'all want to go follow Redemption Brand, all you got to do is hit Instagram, type in Redemption, BRND, brand without the A, and y'all be able to check it out, man. Rockin' Steady in the building says, what up, Ray? 6 a.m. Hawaii and Nation is on live. Let's go. Yes, sir, brother. We out here, man. Shout out Hawaii. Everybody overseas, everybody on the island, on the land. Shout out everybody, man. Just Live says, Ray, thank you for your service. My pops, Marine Corps, Vietnam vet, and Huey City, RIP. Rest in peace, man. Salute the service. Yes, most definitely. Thank you for your service, pops. Thank you for your service. Goes a long way. Sam Tonka says, good morning. Shout out to the Hulk pulling up on us. Watts in the building. We still need linebackers, defensive tackle, right tackle, and a cornerback. Ooh, you think we still need cornerback, Watts? I don't think so. I don't think we need corner anymore, man. I honestly don't. I think we're good at corner. I think Rocky Sin is our number 1, and Mullen could be number 2. Anthony Averett potentially is going to be our number could be our number 2 as well. I think right now it would be between Mullen or Averett. I think Mullen is I need to watch more tape on Anthony Averett, and I might pull a couple plays. I might pull up a couple plays of Anthony Averett going up against us. He covered Hunter Renfrow a couple of times. He's an outside corner. He did line up in the slot a couple of times against us as well. My main notes I would say on Anthony Averett is that he's a good man coverage guy when it's down the field plays on the outside. But I don't know if it's just based on how the defenses ran, but he always gave a lot of inside leverage. He always gave a lot of inside buffer area. I'm losing I can't think of the term right now. But he'd always have the outside leverage, though. He'd always play the outside leverage and give the inside. So I'm not sure if that was part of the scheme or he was just not trying to get beat to the outside and he would just let them eat up on the inside. So I guess we'll see it on the if I pull it, I'll probably pull up those clips here in a little bit. But I'm trying to stick with the chat right now, man. Cool GT says, LOL, gotta love Raider Nation. Your pool says it all. Until Adams plays a actual game, we still voting Renfrow. Yo, shout out everybody, man. We're about to be 15 minutes deep. Shout out Cole GT. Big bro, appreciate you tuning in, man. Appreciate you stopping by. I'm glad you're able to make it, man. Let's go ahead and check out that pool real quick. As we're just getting warmed up, it's already been 15 minutes. I'm about to end the pool, and it looks like everybody voted Renfro. It looks like everybody voted Renfro. We've had 165 votes, and Hunter Renfro got 43%. 43%. Devontae Adams got 14%. Waller was 7%. And it doesn't matter. First down, 36%. I love that one. I had to throw that in there. But I'm going to end the pool now. Looks like Hunter Renfro is still third in Renfro. It's still third in Renfro as far as third down goes. So shout out Emmanuel with the super chat. He says, do you believe in Edwards, or do you think we need a different number 2? Personally, I think we need a different number 2. I don't like Edwards at all. I don't like his body language. I don't like his mannerisms. I don't like his game. I don't like his energy. I just don't think he's really all there when it comes to the mental aspect of the game, maybe, or I don't know if he's out of football. He doesn't really like football that much. But just personally, man, it's been so many years now with Bryan Edwards. And why are we giving him opportunities and chances when we're not even giving our defensive guys opportunities and chances? Because I feel like Bryan Edwards almost gets a pass a lot. And you see this team bring in wide receiver after wide receiver. And those wide receivers will come from a different team and come here and do better. I don't think I have to name them, but I will. You know what I mean? Because think about it. We brought in Nelson Aguilar. Nelson Aguilar comes in and then has a very good year and then ships out and goes to New England. Bryan Edwards was still quiet. Zay Jones, y'all. Like, think about this. We have Zay Jones come and step in to be a starting wide receiver, and he was producing more than Bryan Edwards. How do you do that? How do you sit there and you produce more than Bryan Edwards, who was drafted to this team, who's been developed on this team, and Zay Jones steps up as what, our number 4 receiver, and outproduces Bryan Edwards? So that right there just tells me, look, if he isn't able to produce with Derek Carr in this football team, and Zay Jones is able to step in and do so, man, that's tough for me, bro. It's just tough for me. And not only that, think about this. You have Waller, Renfro, and Adams. Why would you even want to throw to Edwards at that point? You know, he could be the number 2 receiver, but should he be? Nah, man. I personally, that's a weak link. He's a 4th option, and he is a weak link. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of Edwards, Emmanuel. Appreciate the super, brother. Alex Bars. That boy had me tripping. I was like, what? What are we talking about? I thought you was talking about Prez turning 18. I thought you were talking about Prez turning 21 and he can go to Bars finally. I'm like, man, this dude throwing me for a curveball. But Alex Bars, the lineman, I don't really know too much about him, man. I'll be honest. If anything, I'd have to bring Sanjeet on to be like, yo, what about this dude, Alex Bars? But if we're bringing in guys that are somewhat unfamiliar, I'll tell you. And I don't really know much about Alex Bars. And you're talking about the guard that we just picked up, right? Yeah, I didn't go like diving into the film to see if he's this great guard or anything. So I can't really tell you that much. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. Yeah. Yep, exactly, Booker. Exactly, Book. Appreciate that, Book. Rudy Roo in the building. He says, what's cracking, right? I'm currently working and tuning in, definitely making work smoother. Appreciate you, Rudy Roo, in the building. Hope work is going smooth. It's Monday. You know what I mean? We got to get that paper. It's just the morning time. We just willing in. M, what's up with it, man? Why did the Raiders fans on Twitter choose violence yesterday? I'm glad you really brought this up, bro. Well, to be honest, bro, we were just going at it, especially me personally. I was going in, and this is what I'll do, bro. I'll go on Twitter and I'll say stuff, and then I'll damn near dip. Like, Twitter will be straight chaos, and I'll dip. Like, I'll close out the app, and I just won't even be on it for the rest of the day. So everybody's just going crazy, and there's mayhem on Twitter, and I don't even see it because I'll go on there, I'll post stuff, and I'll reply to stuff for like a little bit of time, and then I just disappear, Mike. So when the chaos happens, I'll be out of there, man. But they be tripping on Twitter, bro. It's different out there. You got to watch out. I think that was trying to hang They was trying to kill Honcho the other day on Twitter, man. They was trying to kill Kenny and Drake on Twitter. They be getting everybody, man. They try to do cancel culture or something. Watts Raider, he says, I would keep Mullen in the contract year, get Gilmore and draft the cornerback, Rocketson in his contract year too. Let them fight it out. The thing is, Watts, just based off of my opinion, would you go trade for a guy and then let him walk the very next year and then sign the guy that was already on your team? You see what I'm saying? Like, why would you trade Yannick to get Rock and then let Rock walk and then just sign Mullen to a contract extension? For me, that just seems like you're taking more steps to go backwards. You feel me? It just doesn't seem plausible for me. Tony Collins in the building. Appreciate you pulling up, Tony. He says, I'd like to try to snag Kalen Barnes from Baylor, trade Mullen for a second, or use our third if he's still there. I don't like personally, Collins, I don't like the Baylor corners. And the reason I don't like them is because I feel like they're just fast. I think they have great speed, and that's it. They have great speed. They have great length. And one good point someone had brought up, I think it was Hunch. We was on FaceTime or something. He had said, bro, them dudes is Baylor is known to have track players. Baylor's known to have track stars. So when you look at those players out of Baylor and you watch them on the 40, notice how like the top 3 Baylor defensive backs were like all ran 4.4 better. Did y'all notice that? Like all the Baylor players nearly ran like a 4.4 better, right? And that's because I thought it was a good point that I heard, is because Baylor is known to have those track stars, man. And personally, I don't think their corners have football tendencies of being able to move your hips. So, move your hips, being able to press and then continue to follow the guy and be in his hip pocket, opening up those hips nicely. They're only meant to learn to run straight, right? They're not learning to put their foot in the ground, turn their hips, put their foot in the ground, and try to keep up with the guy and stay in his hip pocket and be aggressive with their hands. And when you watch them, you'll notice a lot of the times they have terrible ball skills. They're not able to get on the ball. So when it comes to Baylor DBs, I'm not a big fan, Collins, but I'm not mad at that suggestion at all. I'm not mad at that suggestion at all. I think it's a very good suggestion. I do like Jalen Petrie out of Baylor, and the only reason is because he's not a corner, because he plays safety. And the way he plays safety is kind of like I would say almost like Abrams. But the way Baylor played in the film I was watching, they were blitzing Jalen Petrie, the safety, like every other play almost. Almost every other play, they were sending their safety to get to the quarterback. And the dude, I think he ran what? What did Jalen Petrie run? Someone could remind me at the 40. I think he ran like a 4.3. And that dude was blitzing. He was getting there fast. And he's not afraid of contact. So I did like that. Appreciate that comment, man. You had me on a little rant on that one. Hey, Evans became a member, man. Shout out to Evans for becoming a member, bro. Appreciate you, brother. That's the best way to support the channel. If anybody else wants to become a member, I do have the link pinned in the chat. That's how you become a member. It's the best way to support the channel. I appreciate everybody that does. I hope to see y'all. I hope to see y'all in the mock drafts, because now they're going to be a little interesting. Now we're going to really have to do our homework on these mock drafts when it comes to the 3rd, 4th, and double 5th round picks. So Evans, I hope you're on your A game, man, and I appreciate you becoming a member, brother. Thank you very much. Dangerfield in the house, bro. Glad you're here. He said waiting for the hats to drop so I can get one. Yes, thank you, man. Yo, I'm just everybody just be patient. We're gonna have the site up here soon. The site should be up in April. And we're gonna be pushing these things out, man. This is gonna be the hottest. These are gonna be the hottest hats I think you could wear at Raider Nation, man. Outside of wearing the standard Raider cap. Let's get down here, man. Let's see. Super chat from Damian Hardy. He says, have you looked at Ioma Awuzurike, D tackle from Iowa State? I'll be honest, man, I haven't. And the fact that I even try to pronounce that name, I'm proud of myself. Everybody give me a pat on the back, a round of applause. And now it's your turn to try to pronounce that name, because Ioma Awuzurike, I don't know who that is. 6'6", 320 pounds, defensive tackle, played DN in a 3-4 scheme, 9 sacks. I'm going to have to keep that name, brother. I'm going to have to keep that name, and I'm going to look it up And I'm gonna look it up after this live, and I'm gonna do my homework. And if anybody else has a player they want me to look at and go do some homework on, go ahead and drop their name in the chat. This is a good super chat. I don't know who that is. I'll be honest. So I'll definitely have to go check that out. Team Redder says Edwards is inconsistent. I could definitely see that. Definitely can see that. Jeff Hender's in the building. He says highlights are highlights. Body language is low energy, though. Exactly, brother. Exactly. Shay Morris is going after Graf. Me and Graf go after each other all the time, man. It's funny because we're on Twitter going after each other, but we're in the group chat just talking shit to each other as well. So it's all fun and game. Makes sense. Twitter is crazy. Yeah, man. You got to be in and out of Twitter, bro. You can't get too consumed by that. Shout out Reddit EJ. He says, hey, stop with the Edwards slander. I can't even talk right now. Hey, stop with the Edwards slander. Dude was solid until Ruggs left. The problem is he can't create separation when he gets the attention of a wide receiver 1 or 2, but he has hands. He's a good wide receiver 3. And now this is the thing, Reddit EJ. When you say stop with the Edwards slander, I'm not sure if what you interpreted, what I said, may have been wrong because what was asked was, is he number 2 receiver? I don't think he could be a number 2 receiver. A number 3 receiver? Yeah, he could be a number 3 receiver. For sure, I could see him being a number 3. But a number 2? No. A number 2 is somebody that's going to be out there with Devontae Adams on the other side of the field. You see what I'm saying? And not only that, you also got to determine, is Hunter Renfrow your slot or is he your number 2 or number 3 receiver? You see what I'm saying? So it's just weird. How are you going to chop that up? Is Renfrow going to be considered one of your receivers or is he going to be designated as the slot? If he's designated as a slot, I don't want Edwards as our number 2. And that's what was asked. And you agreed with it here. And I don't think it's slander because technically if you're saying that he's a good number 3, technically you're saying the same thing I said and you're slandering him. So I understand what you're saying, though. I agree. He could be a good number 3. But then where is Hunter Renfrow? Is Hunter Renfrow designated to your slot? And then you're going to bring in a different guy to be your number 2 when Devontae Adams is out there? That's what I'm saying. So you have Adams out there, Waller, and then Edwards? Potentially. I don't like Edwards that much, though. I'll be honest. Element Pro. I disagree on Edwards. I think y'all quit on people too fast. I don't think so, man. And if we want to get in this Edwards debate, we can get in this Edwards debate because he's just not been that guy. And for me personally, he definitely hasn't been that guy. Like, bro, there's no way you can sit here and say that Devontae Adams, Brian Edwards, is like that good, y'all. And I'm gonna bring up his stats. Because this is my only thing. Just hear me out, right? This is my thing. Is it because the players on defense were drafted at a certain spot that because Element Pro is saying we quit on people too fast. So when people say, oh, Trayvon Mullen could potentially be traded, or we should bring in Gilmore, right? And then what will happen to Mullen? Or we need to move Abram to linebacker, or just get rid of him and get a different safety. Nobody's talking about we're slandering anybody on defense. Nobody's saying that, but all of a sudden, when we start talking about players on the offense, when you bring up Josh Jacobs and say, well, Josh Jacobs underperformed, I think we can get better, it's slander. When you say anything about Edwards underperforming year after year, it's slander. So for me, it's almost like, is it just the offensive side of the ball that gets the baby treatment? And then when it comes to the guys on defense, it's like, oh, well, they're disposable. You know what I mean? Cleveland Farrell, we drafted him high. He's disposable. Abram can't cover. He's disposable. Well, it's like fucking Edwards can't run a goddamn route and get separation. And that's what wide receivers are supposed to do. So if Abrams can't cover and everybody wants to get rid of Abrams because he can't cover, then why the fuck do you want to keep Edwards and say we quit on him early? That's kind of where I'm coming from. Think about that. Edwards can't get separation. Everybody says that. You are a wide receiver. You cannot get any separation? Come on, man. Like, what do we talk about here? If we're going, then that's all I'm saying. Let's keep the playing field even. Right? Because if we're going to talk shit on these defensive players, and the defensive players are so disposable, then why can't a third-round wide receiver that has not produced and has plenty – you know what, man? Who was our number one receiver last year? When Henry Ruggs was out, who was our number one receiver? Please let me know. Please let me know. Please let me know, because we're going to stick on this. If y'all can, just go follow Redemption Brand. Please go follow Redemption Brand. It is Redemption BRND. Redemption brand without the A, brother. That's it is Redemption Brand. Just go follow it on Instagram and wait for the site to drop. These are coming soon. I appreciate all the support and everybody tuning in, man. Appreciate it. But everybody's saying Renfrow was our number one receiver. But check game though. When we came out with two receivers, was Hunter Renfrow out there? Was Hunter Renfrow out there? Think about that. Like, come on. Let's be serious. Let's be serious here. Hunter Renfrow was not our number two last year. Hunter Renfrow was not our number two. And this is where I'm going to make my point, man, that if Edwards is so good and if I'm quitting on Edwards, right? If he's that good, then why didn't he produce? Edwards has had the opportunity to be a number one in this team. Like, how many times, man? How many times? This is unacceptable. I just don't understand that. But I'm finna pull this up, man. We better look at Edwards. I wish I could take this ad off because it's not letting me. And we're going to look at Edwards' stats real quick. Let's go ahead and do this real quick. Bing, bam. Add to the stream. Here we go. We're just going to look at this real quick. Nothing crazy. 2021, 34 receptions, 571 yards, 3 touchdowns. I don't know. It doesn't want to highlight it. But you guys see it right here. 3 touchdowns. In his career, he has 4 touchdowns, 764 yards. Last year, he started 3 games. Let me scroll this up so y'all can see more. Last year, he started 3 games out of 12 games. The dude had 1 touchdown. He had 193 yards. Last year, he had 16 games, 12 started. He started 12 games, guys. 12 games. Now, let's go look at Zay Jones real quick. I just want to get an idea of where we could get this reference, right? Let's go ahead and get an idea of a reference. Let's go up here. Let's just compare this 2021 stat line: receptions, yards, and touchdowns. Okay, go back to Bryan Edwards, and you'll see Edwards 34 receptions, 571, and 3 touchdowns. So he had 5. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this. You can't make this up. 546 yards, 47 receptions. So he had about 30 more yards and 7 less receptions and 2 more touchdowns. But I believe he started how many games? We looked it up. He started 12 games. Zay Jones started 9 games. I don't think it shows you the drops, but that's the stat line right there for those 2 guys. How come Bryan Edwards and Zay Jones have similar stats? This for me personally, I can't sit there and be like, yeah, Bryan Edwards is good. He couldn't, but him and Zay Jones have similar stats. But Bryan Edwards is getting way more playing time, getting way more looks. He was literally being pushed as the number 2 receiver. Bryan Edwards was literally our number 2 with Henry Ruggs. And the moment he gets the opportunity to step up and showcase to see if he can actually step up and be the one to produce, step up and become a weapon for our team, he wasn't. So I'm not giving up on Edwards. I'm not giving up on Edwards at all. Go ahead and keep him. That's fine. But he should not be in our lineup. If we go in 12 personnel, okay, If we go to 12 personnel, who are the two receivers you want out there? Who are the two receivers you want out there? Like, come on, man. Cool Zay with the super. Appreciate it, Cool Zay. He dropped another super chat, bro. Supporting big time today, this morning. Thank you, brother. He says, LOL, screw it. Bring back Louis Murphy as number 2. But who do you think is going to be third down running back? And what's your thought on the new fullback? Let's start this thing off with the first one. Louis Murphy. Look, bro, I think Louis Murphy could come in and produce the same way Brian Edwards is. Now, that's Brian Edwards slander. All right, let's get that out the way. Let's go on to the next second part, though, man. He says, who do you think is going to be the third down running back? I'll say our third down running back, I'll say it's Drake. Until we pick up another guy. I'll say it's Drake. I mean, no, there's no other guy on the team that we're paying this much to play for us and is as versatile. Nobody. I mean, we brought in Bolden, but he's not even as versatile as Drake. And I think Drake is definitely the guy we got to look at to be our third down back for sure. What's your thoughts? He could be that Sony Michel for us, I feel like. And what's your thoughts on the new fullback? I don't really have too much thoughts on it, man. I know Alec Ingold was a fan favorite, and it was crazy because I got a signed picture of Alec Ingold, and I'll be honest, I was gonna do an Alec Ingold giveaway, right? It's a signed photo. It's a signed photo of Alec Ingold, and he ends up going to a different team. I was like, damn. It's a signed photo. It's like this. It's a signed photo like this. This one signed by Max Crosby. But it was a signed photo. It was Alec Ingold, though. And it was Alec Ingold, though. Give me 1 second. Having some technical difficulties. Wow. And he went to the Dolphins, man. I can still do it. Y'all let me know if I should still do the giveaway of the Alec Ingold autograph photo. It looks just like that. It looks just like that. Just Alec Ingold. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know, and I'll still do it. Let's see. I know Element Pro was in here chopping it up a little bit, man. Let me see if I can get back to what he was saying real quick. He said, but at the same time, he was also made a lot of plays. I don't have them all on the top of my head, but he made more plays than I even remember this year. That's the thing. Brian Edwards, I never say he couldn't make plays. I never say he couldn't do anything. He came up and made plays. It reminded me, when he made plays, it reminded me of Seth Roberts. And I'm not saying their playing style. I'm saying when they would pop up. Do you guys remember when we had Seth Roberts, and then Seth Roberts would pop out of nowhere when we needed him to make a catch, and he would make the catch out of nowhere? And it was like he wasn't really involved the whole game. But then all of a sudden, when a big play needed to happen, Brian Edwards was there to make the catch. But you can also say the same thing about Zay Jones. When Zay Jones would come in, he would randomly come in and make a big catch like, dang, we needed that. We needed that first down. Zay Jones made that 20-yard catch. Dang, we needed that. Think about when we played the Ravens in overtime and we send that ball to Zay Jones. We score right there. So there's a lot of instances where that happens. But Edwards, bro, like, come on, man. You got to do more than just sit there and just show up randomly whenever you want. You got to be, if you want to be a number 1, number 2, you have to be there the whole time, man. You need 5 wide receivers on a football team, bro. 100%, Watts. Watts Raider says 500 yards ain't trash. You need more than 3 receivers. Hear me out, though. 500 yards as a number 1 receiver. 500 yards as a number 1 receiver. Watts. You started 12. How many games did we just look up? Because I'm about to start getting frustrated because I feel like we're not really taking the perspective. You start 12 games. You start 12 freaking games, Watts, and you get 500 yards. Didn't Ruggs have more? Man, I'm about to smoke the shit out y'all on this one, bro. This motherfucker went to prison and had more yards than Brian Edwards. This motherfucker went to prison and had more yards than Brian Edwards, I think. Y'all about to... Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? I'm about to ruin this whole conversation. This is why I can't get in debates with people, man, because I'm about to smoke y'all damn boots off right now. Are you kidding me? This man went to prison or got arrested, bro. Henry Ruggs got arrested and went to jail. Are you kidding me? You get 571 yards as a number one freaking receiver with 34 receptions, and your counterpart gets only 100 yards less, and he went to freaking jail halfway through the season. Are you kidding me, bro? Give me a break. I'm not even, this conversation wild. We really having this debate right now. We really having this debate. Come on, bruh. Edwards ain't Ruggs. Exactly. That's why. What are we arguing about then? What are we arguing about then? What are we arguing about? Come on now. What's the argument about then? Think about it. Are we arguing that Edwards is a number one or number two? Or are we just saying that he should be on the football team? I never said we have to get rid of him. I'm not a fan of him. That's all I'm saying. I just don't think he should be a number one or a number two receiver on this team. So Watts, because I know Watts, he loves to be in the chat and he always supports and he always brings that way. Element Pro as well. So are you guys saying that Edwards should stay our number two receiver? Or number three receiver? Number two or number three receiver? Let me know. Or is that what you're saying? He says, Zebra says, easy raid, don't pop a vein. I'm just giving y'all that energy that y'all need this morning. Make sure y'all get y'all coffee, y'all tea, y'all pre-workout, whatever it is, because we about to turn up. Let me know. Let me know. Element says, to me, you're comparing a Phillips to a flathead, and you mad at the flathead because it can't do Phillips. Man, you're gonna try and tell a mechanic that analogy, bro. You're gonna tell a mechanic that analogy. You see what the Renfro was the go-to guy when Ruggs went to jail. Yeah, he was. No wide receiver won 2021 season after Ruggs left. Exactly. And that is exactly why I'm not a big fan of Edwards, because that was Edwards' opportunity. That's when Edwards should have stepped up and been that number one guy. But he didn't. He barely was a number two, bro. Bro, Waller was out. Ruggs was out. Freaking Drake was out. Edwards should have 8. Edwards should have 8, my guy. He should have 8. Rude Boy said Edwards the GOAT, just playing red. I feel you. And that's the thing. I'm not saying Edwards is terrible. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying Edwards is terrible. All I'm saying is that Bryan Edwards can definitely produce more than what he has. That's it. I know he's only on his second year. His first year he got hurt. And that's on him, because we don't give Abram that excuse. We don't give Abram the excuse of, oh, well, he gets hurt, you know what I mean? But I could definitely remember Abram making plays, a lot of plays. I know he gets lost, but I know he made a lot of plays. And we're sitting here saying, will Bryan Edwards make some plays? I don't know. Jeff Henders, man, tip of the controversialist. Keep up the great work. Appreciate it, Henders, man. Look, we just out here having a good chat. This is a Raider Nation vibe right here. This is definitely a Raider Nation vibe in conversation, because we're just debating about a receiver. And this, and hear me out. This is a good problem to have when you have multiple weapons. And we're just talking about a guy that's not even wide receiver one, because now we have a receiver one, to Devontae Adams, right? So we're not even tripping at this point. This is a good problem, because now we're like, shit, who's technically Bryan Edwards? You got Renfro, Adams, and Waller. Edwards, no matter what, is at least the fourth target, right? That's it. Or at most, I should say. At most is the fourth target. So it's not like we're really arguing or anything. We're just kind of talking about a player. But the chat knows it. I think Nation knows it, man. It's definitely a good conversation. Rude Boy says three, maybe 4. Escobar says Edward will be a wide receiver 3. Raymond says a number 4. Sorato says hell nah. I'm not sure what he's saying hell nah to, but probably Edwards being a number 1 or number 2. Max says, do you think we trade back into the first since the draft is in Vegas? I'll get into that. I'll get into this comment, if you can comment that maybe a second time, so just in case I don't forget. Team Raider says Edwards plays like a number 4. Element Pro says, I'm saying don't trade Edwards. If we can't get a 2, put Edwards at the 2. Number 4, Anthony says number 4. He says, shoot it to your boy. What you mean? What you mean? Shane Moore says 4-3. Z says he can walk. Shima says, I wish we still had Zay. Yeah, I think Zay was something very consistent on our team, man. He's a number 4 receiver. He's at best 3 or 4. Sarato says again. Okay. Element says, but try to get a 2 so we can slide Edwards down where he should be. Yeah. So I think we're all kind of saying the same thing. Lionel says Edwards should be the number 4. Watts Raider says Renfro was the number 1 target. The numbers show that 100%. Raider Dame, number 3, but needs to move to go up. Number 4, hands down. Okay, yeah, so I think we pretty much agree, and I think we agree on everything. I think our debate was just us debating and not really debating on anything, because I think pretty much we all agree that Bryan Edwards is the number 3, number 4 receiver, but he does have potential. And I agree with him having potential. I agree that he has more to it because we've seen him make plays. We've seen him make them big-time catches. Remember when he was in the end zone and nearly made that like leaning one-handed touchdown catch? It would have been insane. He's made some crazy catches. He makes fade routes in the red zone, which I think we should have gone to that more. The way we utilize Edwards also wasn't perfect. It wasn't perfect. And that's on Gruden. In my opinion, that's on Gruden. And some of it could be on Carr because I don't think Carr trusted Edwards a lot. So that could also be a detrimental factor to Edwards' career, plus his injuries. He was injured in the first year, most of the first year. So we'll see what happens. Year 3 for Edwards. Hopefully he comes out with the gates blown off the door with this new regime, with this new offensive mind. But we'll see what happens, man. Kuze says Nathan Peterman, the GOAT, is going to be the number 2 quarterback. Are you serious? Or you just messing with me? You serious? Is y'all serious? Let's see what happens. Oh, man. Ranking the AFC quarterbacks. I'm not even finna get into that, bro. Woo! I'm not going to get into that one. Ranking the AFC West quarterbacks. Cannot get into that. Edwards says he's a number 4. Edwards is a classic underachiever. Ah, man, I just wish he would, you know what I mean, pop out real quick. Shout out EJ for pulling up on us. What's good with it, man? KB in the building. Edwards might not make the team this year. Oof, KB came in with a haymaker. Oof, might not make the team. Cake vibes. Whoa, cake vibes. Says, okay, Ray, Edwards doesn't get the same looks as a number 1 because the game hasn't come to him yet. He better go to the game or he's about to lose, or else the game about to leave him. That's what I would say. Shit. Okay. We can get to this JoJo in the building. What's happening, JoJo? Glad you're able to make it. Hinder says one who excels in conversation. Yep, most definitely. Appreciate that comment, man. Appreciate that comment. Edwards is a 3 right now. Definitely. Let me catch up to the chat, though, man. Shout out to Micah H with the super sticker. He says, what's good with everybody in the chat, man? He just dropped a super sticker saying what's good. Thank you very much for pulling up and dropping that super, man. Thank you, brother. Goes a long way, especially supporting. You already know how that go, man. Glad you're able to be out here with us as well. From overseas, I believe, right? Let's get down. Edwards will learn under Adams. And I hope so. And I hope he does. I hope this year we definitely see some development from Edwards. He learns a lot from Devontae Adams, and he could grow into a great receiver. And that's what I'm saying. I don't think anybody's saying he's garbage or complete trash. You know, maybe some people are. I'm not saying that. I just don't think he's a number 1 or number 2. I just wouldn't want him to be that option for us. I feel like that just says a lot about our team if that's the case. Sam Sale says, where you get that hat, man? Go to Redemption Brand on Instagram. Brother, go follow and stay tuned. The hats will be dropping this summer. Plan on having the website launched May 1st and have the hats dropped on the site. So stay tuned, y'all. Stay tuned. It's going to be lit. This is going to be the fire. It's a whole different brand. I don't consider this merch for my YouTube, y'all. This is just a completely different brand, separate from my YouTube. It's just for the culture, man. That's it, man. That's it. Just for the culture. It's separate from my YouTube. And y'all see me rocking it. Y'all gonna see me wearing my gear. When y'all tell me this right now. When y'all see me rocking my gear, let me know when y'all see other content creators rocking their gear. Okay? That's how you know my shit fire. Because y'all gonna see me wearing my gear and you don't see other content creators wearing their gear. And that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Hear me out. Hear me out. Because I had to think about that. Like, damn, I noticed a lot of people don't wear their own merch. They don't wear their own gear. What is that about? I was like, probably, I don't know. But my shit fire. I'm going to be wearing mine. My kids going to be wearing it. My wife going to be wearing it. The nation going to be wearing it. The world going to be wearing it because it's going to be fly, y'all. So I appreciate the comments telling everybody comment about the hat. Anthony Cabrera, brother, appreciate you becoming a member and supporting the channel. This is the best way to support the channel and becoming a new member of Ready to Tape. Thank you very much, brother. It goes a long way. It goes a long way. Make sure you do your touchdown dance. Do your Dougie. Let them know who you is, man. Everybody welcome AC to the chat, man. Appreciate you, man. Welcome to the fam. Raider Purge in the building. He says, chill. Edwards will be good depth and can capitalize from defenses not paying much attention to him. And Purge, I agree with that. So when you say chill, it's almost like you're saying the same thing I'm saying. Because I don't think you would say that Edwards is a number one, or that you would want Edwards as a number one or number two, but you would love to keep him as depth. And I think everybody in the chat would agree with you, brother. Definitely think they would. Boy George Strait says, from what I can see, Marcus Mariota is still on the team, correct? No, isn't Marcus Mariota a free agent? Isn't Marcus Mariota a free agent? I feel like you putting some doubt in my mind now. Marcus Mariota is a free agent from what I believe. He's on the open market. Anybody can go get him, right? I believe anybody can go get him, brother. Chef Henders becomes a new member. Dang, we getting members today, man. We getting members today. We're going to have to do a members live soon. And everybody that's a member, do your homework, because when we do a members live, we're going to be doing a mock draft. And we do the mock draft, keep in mind, we don't start picking until round 3. So you're going to have to really know your players. You're going to really have to do your due diligence and know who we're going to pick in that round and carry on when we get to the double picks in the 5th round as well. We have a 6th round pick. We don't have a 7th round pick. Let's stay tuned and stay patient, though, because I definitely feel like we can get back up into some closer rounds. We could trade a 5th, trade a player, maybe a couple players, and get back into the 2nd. And we'll talk about that here shortly. Raider Ross in the building says, salute, Ray. Here at work, chasing that paper. Keep sitting that fire. Keep spitting that fire. I'm tripping. Keep spitting that fire. Content makes work day go by faster. Much appreciated. Thank you, Raider Ross, for pulling up, dropping that comment, bro. It's appreciated that you even pull up, and it's appreciated that you even take the time to comment and let me know. Goes a long way. This is what I do it for. Jesse in the building with the super. He says, Brian Edwards had better numbers than Devo Samuel, and look at the difference. Just saying. It's the it's the production and the impact on the team, man. It definitely is, bro. Definitely is. Devo Samuel's a dog, though. You know what I mean? I feel like Brian Edwards could be in that Devo Samuel role. In my opinion, he could, just based off the fact that he's a big receiver. And now that you say that, I just want to look at something real quick. You know, this is my brain going, y'all. Y'all gonna enter the brain of damn neighbor dog out here howling every time some sirens pass. I don't know. Neighbor dog be tripping. But I do want to bring this up. Y'all gonna enter the mind, because this is the kind of stuff I think, right? He brings up Devo Samuel. So what does that do for me? That makes me want to go look and see how much do Devo Samuel and Brian Edwards actually compare. In size, that is. He's 6 foot, 215 pounds. Devo Samuel is, and he's 6'3", 212 pounds. So Brian Edwards is much bigger, or I should say much taller. Brian Edwards is much taller. So you could definitely see Devo Samuel's impact on the Niners, though, the way he comes out of the backfield, the way he's able to motion and do the sweeps, the way he's still able to go downfield and run routes. They're very productive. Maybe we need to produce Brian Edwards a lot more and in a lot of different ways. Element says Brian got to want it, and I think that's what a lot of people feel like when it comes to Brian Edwards. His body language, he just has to put that energy out. Like, bruh, like put some energy out there, my dog. So let's get it, man. Let's get it, Edwards. Almost makes you want to grab Edwards by the shoulder pads and, you know what I mean, headbutt him on the helmet, be like, come on, bro, let's get it. Like, let's get some energy in there, player. Says, nah, real talk. What we talking about? He said, nah, real talk. EJ says, I don't care if it's not YouTube merch. I'm copping them. He said, no matter what. Now, that's the only thing I would say that for EJ is because I just wanted to differentiate, man. All I would say is, like, it's not my YouTube merch, not Raid the Tape merch. It's a whole different brand, brother. Shout out Tony Collins, man. This is it right here. This is it. Redemption brand without the it's brand without the A. It's simple. You know what I mean? You should be able to find it. It's there. Let me see. And this is it right here for anybody that want to look real quick. This is it right here. Let me just pull it up right fast and I'm gonna take it off. This is it. Redemption brand. This is what it looks like. Here's some other hats. There's some other hats right here as well. So I appreciate it, Tony Collins, for putting that in the comment section. But this ain't no damn advertisement. We talking about Raiders football right now. We talking about Raiders football right now. White Tyson in the building. What's good with it, White Tyson? He said that Redemption brand about to be limited prints. I'm about to come up on the wrist. Hey, no cap, bro. These are going to be limited, man. And we're going to have pins. We're going to have pins as well, man. It's going to be fire, bro. It's going to be fire, man. It's not going to be like anything. It's not going to be like anything that many people have done before. In my personal opinion, I feel like I definitely want to do something different and keep the nation fly, man. We got to be out here fitted, man. Let's see what we got. Yeah. Marcus Mariota, free agent. Young Cam says, Raid, would you keep D-Jax? We need a speedy wide receiver. Just keep that deep ball threat. I think we'd have a full wide receiver core at that point. Young Cam, I agree with that, bro. I would love to bring in Desean Jackson, and I'll tell you why. I'm not saying I would love to bring him in because I think he's freaking Randy Moss or Jerry Rice. No, I would love to bring him in because, one, you know you're going to get him on a pretty cheap deal. Let's be honest. You know he's going to be on limited reps. You know he's still fast, and he's been with the team. So those are the reasons I'd want to bring him in. Some reason I want it is because of his energy, bro. If you watch him outside of football, he's just trying to be a gangster the whole time. You know what I mean? And I'm not. Look, I got some OGs and I got friends that do they thug thing. You know what I mean? But look, you're like 40 years old, bro. You're like 40 years old playing football. Don't be bringing that gang stuff and all that thug stuff over to our locker room and around the team. We already got young dudes in Vegas, you know what I mean, cutting up. We don't need all that extra outside curricular activity, you know? So that's the one reason I want to bring D-Jax in. Like, be the OG and freaking spit game to these young men. Don't sit there and try to, like, act all, I don't know. I get it, but at the same time, it's like, bro, there's time and a place for everything. Bill Gates says, Raid, what does your gut tell you about the Raiders copping Gilly this week? I think the way the smoke has been wavering in our faces, I feel like he's just got to be a Raider. Am I wrong or am I right? I don't know. I feel like the way the smoke has been just wavering in our face, has been blowing up the spot. I just feel like he got to be a Raider. In the talks of him coming here makes me feel like Trayvon Mullen could be traded, and then Amik Robertson. Let's not forget, Amik Robertson is still on this team. Excuse me, a little indigestion. You know what I mean? But let me get that. Amik Robertson is still on this team. So with him being on the team still and Trayvon Mullen still being on the team, that puts us at how many corners? 5 corners, correct? And if we go get Stephon Gilmore, that puts us at 6 because it'd be Stephon Gilmore, Rock Ya-Sin, Trayvon Mullen, Darius Phillips, Nate Hobbs, and Amik Robertson. Did I forget anybody? Let me know if I forgot anybody. That'd be 6 cornerbacks right there. And that wouldn't be a bad cornerback room. That'd be a fire cornerback room. Did I forget anybody? I feel like I messed up. Gilmore, Rock Ya-Sin, Mullen, Darius Phillips, Amik Robertson, Nate Hobbs. I think I did that right. Damn, I did that on the first try. One take Ray. Shit. Micah in the building with a super. Appreciate it, brother. Last time it was a super sticker. Coming through with the support. He says, some love from Germany. Finally a German guy on the roster. Let's go, Jacob. Yo, where we at, bro? We're Jacob. Shout out Jacob, man. Shout out everybody in Germany. Shout out Germany in general. I have heard it's a great country. I heard it's a great place to go visit. I have a lot of friends out of the military that goes out there, said it's a great time to take the train and travel all over the place to other countries as well. So shout out everybody in Germany. And I just love to see people from overseas tuning in because it just make, you know what I mean? Like I'm from, you know what I mean? I'm from the US. So when people tune in from overseas, it's like, dang, bro, like we're actually expanding. You feel me? We're expanding pretty far out there as far as Raider Nation. You know, Raider Nation worldwide. So shout out Micah and Jacob, bro. Shout out Germany. Schooly Picture says Josh McDaniels likes to play two tight ends. Two tight ends as the number two tight ends. And is Foster Moreau really our answer for a second tight end? Appreciate the super chat, Schooly Pictures. Schooly Pictures, what do you do? Let me know what you do, Schooly Pictures. Do you edit photos or anything like that? Because I love to talk with digital creators and to get logos made, to get graphics made. So let me know what you do. But I think Foster Moreau is that second tight end. Personally, I like Foster Moreau. I wouldn't mind bringing in a third, but I like Foster Moreau, man. I know he didn't do the greatest things last year when Waller went out, and there was times to where he had some hiccups, and it was like, man, Moreau, I don't know if you could really live up to the hype. I don't know if Moreau could live up to the lights, right? Maybe the moment was too big for him. But I think when Waller went out, maybe he got a little bit of, I would say maybe like some butterflies, and he got nervous. So he was making some weird mistakes that we usually don't see Foster Moreau make. And then as time went on, he got a lot more comfortable because think about it. When did Waller come back? He only came back at the last week of the season. So that whole time Foster Moreau was starting, and when we were going on those win streaks, we were doing pretty well, but the defense really stepped up. Let's be honest. Defense did step up. So I think he could definitely be that second tight end. That's my opinion, man. Maybe Josh McDaniels sees a baby Gronk in him. I don't know. We'll have to see, man. We'll have to see. We know he likes to work with those tight ends, so I definitely agree with you there, man. Jesse says, drops a super and says, I meant in college. Jesse, let me find your last comment because I can't remember exactly what you mean by that. I can't exactly okay. I meant in college. He says, Brian Edwards had better numbers than Devo Samuel in college, and look at the difference. Just saying. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes perfect sense now. For a second there, I was like, let me try to make sense of this on my own. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, let me try to make sense of this shit. And to be honest, I thought you were talking about the way they use Devo Samuel and the way we use Edwards. Because we would only use Edwards as almost like an outside receiver and maybe throwing a couple targets here and there. Devo Samuel is like run the ball with Devo Samuel. Now line him up outside and have him run a sweep. Now line him up outside and have him run a slant route, and we're going to throw the ball to him. It's like, dang, that's the whole offense is going on with Devo Samuel. And that's why I think people kind of overlook that. Because what happens to that offense when Devo Samuel goes out with the Niners? You know, that'd be kind of interesting. So okay, I definitely see what you're saying though now, Jesse. John V in the building said just tuned in. What's up with it, John V? Glad you're able to make it, man. And I've noticed, man, you definitely have been popping up. So I'm definitely glad you are a subscriber. I'm definitely glad you're a subscriber now, man. I love to see the consistency from the nation, man. Come on, guys. He meant college, obviously. Yeah. Everybody was tripping. Oh, everybody was tripping. Oh my God, Jesse. Hey, chill out, yo. My God, I know what he's talking about now. That's my guy. What y'all doing? Sherman in the building. He says, what round was Adams drafted in? What was his production in his first two seasons with Rodgers as his quarterback? I think Adams was drafted in the second round, and he didn't do nothing in his first couple seasons, bro. And to a lot of people's surprise, and people thought I tried to knock Devontae Adams after we traded for him. And I'm like, well, I'm just saying the facts. I'm just stating the facts, yo. And I had said, look, Brian Edwards has only 3 seasons with over 1,000 yards. I didn't know that. So when I went and I checked, I'm like, yo, that's crazy. I didn't know that. So I posted it, and people were like, oh, what, you think he's not good? You think we pay too much? Blah, blah, blah. Why are you hating on him? It's like, bro, just because you state a fact doesn't mean you're hating on somebody. It doesn't mean you're hating on somebody. I just didn't know he only had 3 seasons with 1,000 yards receiving. That's it. I assumed I'll be honest. I assumed Devontae Adams had 1,000 yards like nearly every season. Almost every season he had 1,000 yards. I thought that, but he's only had 3 out of 8 years. He's had 1,000 yards. So, I mean, don't shoot the messenger, y'all. Don't shoot the messenger. Raider Dame says with the super. Shout out Raider Dame, man. He says Trent Brown is back with the Pats. What do you think we do at right tackle? Well, it's interesting because I remember yesterday, I believe it was yesterday, that Sanjeet commented saying that the Raiders were looking to bring back Brandon Parker. And I just thought to myself, like, yo, what the hell? Like, why is this? Why would we want to bring back Brandon Parker? So I just thought that was interesting, yo. I just thought that was interesting. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just letting y'all know that's what I heard. That's what I heard. Let me see real quick. Let me go to CNG's profile. And CNG is very credible. Let's not act like he's not credible. Or he's just spouting out random stuff. Especially if he's gonna put it out there like this. But yeah, he posted it March 19th. It said the Raiders are looking to bring back right tackle Brandon Parker. So when I seen that, I thought it was interesting. I definitely thought that was interesting. Trent Brown does go to the Pats, so we'll have to see what happens. We could potentially be looking at a guy in the draft that we could pick up in the 3rd round, maybe. But even then, that's risky. You know, you wouldn't want to wait to solidify that spot for the draft, especially on a rookie. We got Alex Leatherwood playing right guard. Will Alex Leatherwood play right tackle? Will we move him back? We don't really know. I think that this staff has to get him on the field, and I think they told us this plenty of times. They've told us plenty of times, like, hey, we have to get these guys on the field. We still have to learn what these guys can do good and what they can't do well. And think about it. Was it Josh McDaniels that came out to speak on or was asked about Alex Leatherwood? He said himself, Josh McDaniels said himself, that he doesn't know if Alex Leatherwood was going to play guard or tackle. So when you talk about Alex Leatherwood, when you talk about who do we have at right tackle, honestly, man, I couldn't even answer that because Josh McDaniels couldn't even freaking answer that, right? If Josh McDaniels can't even give us an answer, I'm not going to be able to give you an answer on that. But who do I think? We'll have to see, man. I think our offensive line could look exactly like it did last year. And somebody did comment earlier. I wish somebody did comment earlier, and I want to give them credit for bringing this comment up. But the question was asked about the offensive line. Do you think that the offensive line is concerned or something of the sorts? I forgot who said it. Personally, I think Derek Carr needs to go out there and perform and do very well, and we need to make the divisional round of the playoffs and potentially win that mug. The Colts are trading for Falcons quarterback Matt Ryan, y'all. I know it's not Raiders related, but let's not act like let's not act like it's not a big deal because the Colts are in our conference, and Matt Ryan is a big deal. He is definitely a guy. Rashaan Evans is visiting with the Jags. Matt Ryan is okay, yeah. So Matt Ryan is going to the Colts. Matt Ryan's going to the Colts. Let me just Ian Rappaport says trade. The Falcons are in agreement on a trade of Matt Ryan going to the Colts. Atlanta gets a 3rd round pick back. Interesting right there. The Colts, did the Colts get better? I don't know. I'm sure someone in the chat will let me know. Did the Colts get better with Matt Ryan? Shit, I think they did. I'll be honest. I think they did. With Jonathan Taylor as their horse, as their I'm losing it right now. I'm losing it. As their bell cow. And then Matt Ryan just got to drop back into play action or just randomly pass the ball. Oof, that might be lethal. The Colts might have made a decent decision there, y'all. Definitely made a decent decision there. I see people. Averett, thank you. I knew I was missing the DB. When I was naming them, man. Averett. So that's 7 DBs. So that brings us to the point. We'll have to get back to that. We'll definitely have to get back to that. Digi Prez, yep. I'm a little behind in the chat because I'm trying to get to these supers, y'all. Omar says, I'm beating a dead horse, but giving up more than a first hurts. We are not the Rams, but it's out of our hands now. What do we do about our 20th ranked defense? Well, I'll even add to this, Omar. You're not beating a dead horse, bro. Keep on swinging, brother, until they listen to you. Keep on swinging until they listen to you. Because this is kind of what people would say to me when I would talk about certain things with the team. Be like, oh, you're being a dead horse, blah, blah, blah. Because at the beginning of the year, it wasn't even week 1. We were in the offseason. And I said, we need receivers. We need wide receivers. This wide receiver core is not good enough. People are saying, you're tripping. We have weapons, blah, blah, blah. We have weapons. This and the third. Now, look, people say I was being a dead horse. People were saying I was tripping. I mean, shit, hindsight's a motherfucker. But Omar, you ain't being a dead horse, brother, because we did give up too much. And I said, and we've talked about this Adams trade hypothetically before it even happened, right? As content creators. And I said, look, I wouldn't give up 2 firsts and pay Devontae Adams $30 million. I said I wouldn't do that. But we gave them a first and a second. I'm not too mad at that. Because you're not going to get a receiver like Devontae Adams in the first. Definitely not the second. Ironically, he was drafted in the second round. But you know what I'm saying, right? So it's not too bad. And then you have to turn around and pay him. And like you said, we're not the Rams. So what do we do about our defense? And I think the fact that we got Patrick Graham, that is what we do about our defense, Omar. That's what I would say. I would say that Patrick Graham is what we did about our defense. Because let's be honest, last year, I feel like we had great players. And our defense should have been ranked higher than what it was. We just weren't getting turnovers. I got a bearded dragon. He over here tripping. I don't know what he's doing. So it's going to be interesting. Let's put some trust in Patrick Graham because I think we have great players. I think we have great pass rushers. 2 guys that can play the run decently, but get to the quarterback that much better as well. I think we have a lot to grow off of, man. So let's give Patrick Graham his opportunity, his chance, right? And let's think about this also. Up until we got Devontae Adams, every move we made was on the defense, right? We got rid of Yannick and brought in Chandler. We got Rock Ya-Sin. I say Rock Ya-Sin is CB1. So we got a CB1, and then we upgraded our edge position, our outside linebacker or edge, whatever we want to call it, right? Upgraded that spot. Now we're potentially looking at guys that we can get in the draft as linebackers because we have Diablo, we have Perriman. Those are the only guys we have, right? So we have to get somebody in the draft at linebacker, and I know somebody brought up Beavers out of Cincinnati we can get. So there's a lot of stuff going on, man. Pace Cunningham says, Ryan just traded to the Colts for a third. This is wild, man. I think the Colts got that much better. I'll be honest. I think they got that much better. Jeff Hinder says, DA had 997, 885, and 997. Yeah. And we can hop into this, man. Let me catch up to the chat, though. Let me catch up to the chat. Couple minutes behind. Scully Picture says, do Photoshop art designs and video machinimas. Worked with Rockstar Games on some stuff. That's dope, man. That's dope. Keep grinding. Definitely have to plug in with you, man, if you make art like that. I know DigiPrez does some stuff too. So shout out DigiPrez. Pacey and Cunningham says, report Falcons going to pursue Mariota now. Ooh. That's interesting. That'll change the whole dynamic of the Falcons. That'll change their whole offense. So that'll be definitely interesting, man. Definitely something we got to look out for. Mariota to the Falcons. I wouldn't be too mad at that. I would not be too mad at that. I wouldn't. Our center is not good either. You don't like KB. You don't like Andre James? I think Andre James really stepped it up. I think in the second half of the season, I think he really stepped it up. Schneider says Leatherwood may be able to improve. I think he could improve too as well. I think he could. Manny Colts won the trade. Yeah, I think they did too. I would have definitely – well, hold on. Let's not say they won the trade yet because didn't Matt Ryan have a lot of cap? Didn't Matt Ryan mess their cap up? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think the third – I would have wanted a second, but depending on how the cap situation is and if they took some of that cap off of the Falcons because the Falcons are in some shitty cap situation – they took some of that cap off and they still got a third, I would say it's a pretty good trade. Let's be honest. Said, yeah, they did get better, but they're not a threat. Yeah, I hear that. I mean, shit, they were a threat last year and they had Carson Wentz, so let's not count anybody out yet. John V says Leatherwood can be great. His skills are coachable. His biggest problem, however, was false starts at the worst time. Bro, the thing is, we knew he was going to cause penalties because when we drafted him, he led college in penalties. So that's a whole situation. Ezer says, and will be protected, unlike Atlanta. Exactly, bro. They got a nice O-line. Sam's House said, I said that. Yep. Shout out Sam's House. Said I said that. He's like, look, he said, give me my credit. He said, give me my chili Fritos. Raider Neck was good with you, Falcons, eating $40 million dead cap on Matt Ryan trade. Holy smokes, bruh. Are you serious? Damn, the Colts ain't eating none of that? That's wild. Raiders should move to the NFC, yo. The AFC is stacked. Let's be honest, y'all. The AFC is stacked, yo. The AFC West alone is, I don't know, is this the most competitive division ever in football? I don't know. Maybe the NFC North was very competitive at one point, weren't they? Actually, I think the AFC East was very competitive. The Dolphins at one point, and then the Dolphins, Patriots, and the Bills. No, hell no. Them boys are garbage out there. They always been garbage pretty much. Yeah, I don't know, man. Huge contract. Jeff Henderson says, huge, bro. He was like 48 mil cap it. That's lethal. That's lethal. My goodness. Falcons eating a lot of cap like we eating Yanni cap. Yeah, bro. That's lethal. And the thing is, though, I think the Falcons definitely wanted that just so they could just cut ties, right? They just wanted to probably cut ties and just be like, look, let's go ahead and take this. Let's go ahead and take this punch right here. Let's go ahead and take this punch right here. So then the next couple of years will be straight. Because if the Falcons do terrible this year, they can go draft their guy. They can go get a CJ Stroud or a Bryce Young if they end up coming out declaring for the draft. So, you know, Falcons might be that team to go out there and get their number one quarterback next year. You know, they're probably not even tripping. They're probably trying to reset their whole cap right now. And we'll see what happens. Snake Fist. That's different. Shout out Snake Fist becoming a member, man. Do your Dougie. Do your touchdown dance. Show them what it means to become a member, man. Appreciate you. This is the best way to support the channel. Thank you very much. Kempo. Shout out Raider Nation for supporting Rated Tape. Shout out everybody in the chat. Thank you very much. If y'all can, hit that like button. Let's see if we can get 400 likes, y'all. And let me check something real quick. I just want to see, did we hit 7K subscribers? Boom! 7K subs. Thank you, everybody. Hit 7K. Yo, I'm hella juice. Hit 7,000 subscribers, y'all. Thank you very much. Did it this live. You know what I mean? Everybody that became a member, everybody that dropped a super chat, everybody that hit that like button, everybody that's a new subscriber, thank you, bro. Because, look, I'm trying to get 10K before the season starts, but making 7K is just one of the milestones that I needed. And because of you guys, I got there. I'm super excited. Thank you. And I'm very generous and humble that you guys are able to be here with me and celebrate this with me, yo. Thank you very much. Thank you. Todd Davis, he says, what's up, Raid? Raider NJ, we need to fix the O-line. Yeah, we do need to fix the O-line. But let's go ahead and talk about it because I did have a Raider rant that I wanted to get off. That I wanted to get off real quick. At 187 says, Raid, if we trade Perriman, could we get a one? No. I don't think Perriman is worth the first round pick. I think Perriman is at most worth like a third. At most a third, I think he's worth. Maybe at most a third, man, a third or a fourth, just because linebackers don't really go for too much, in my opinion, man. I can't really. When's the last time a linebacker was traded for a first round pick? You know, Mullen trade value. He was a second round pick. He could potentially go for a third as well, man. But Perriman, he could go for like a fourth or a fifth. I could definitely see that, man. He can go for even less, bro. Sucks that Fallon. Yeah, shout out to Darius Fallon. Get well soon, brother. I know you're not with the Raiders anymore, Darius Fallon, but look, man. He came here. He did his job. Darius Fallon came off for 2 years of not playing football, came and played for the Raiders, and then came out here and did the damn thing for us, bro. So shout out Darius Fallon. He ended up getting hurt in that Chargers game. And because of him playing so well, making those plays to stop the Chargers. Remember when the Chargers so disrespectful? They went for it in their own territory on like their own 30-yard line, yo. With 1 yard, Darius Fallon blew into that offensive line, tackled the running back, and stopped them for a loss on the play. And we got the ball back. Shout out Darius Fallon, man. Sucks he got hurt. Definitely hope we're able to bring him back and work something out. But I hope he just continues to heal and he goes to some team, man. He deserves to play. He deserves the ball out. Max was the one that commented something earlier. You were the one that commented something earlier. Let me know what you was talking about, brother, because I definitely wanted to touch on that on the comment that you had said earlier. But right here, he says, I said we get Gilmore, trade Mullins for a third, and we could use more picks. That's what I think will happen, Max. I agree with you, bro. Also, let's look out for Amik Robertson. He could probably get cut. I could see Amik Robertson getting cut or traded. We could also bring in Gilmore, keep Mullen, and then cut Amik Robertson. So let's just keep that in mind. Jeff Fender says, congrats. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Kempo. Everybody's saying congrats. Sean Donahue in the building, man. Sean pulled up on us to congratulate. Sean ain't commented the whole time, but he just want to say congrats. That's real. That's a real one right there. You feel me? Graham Cam. Same thing with Graham Cam. He says, congrats, homie. 906. Yes. I ain't got no shades on, but I got the cap on. Yes, sir. E-Manny. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate it. Digi Press says, can we get a 7K special? Sure, this damn near is a 7K special, brother. This is damn near the 7K special. Congratulations, Ray, on the 7K. Hell yeah, you deserve it. Thank you very much, man. I know a lot of people been out here hustling, been driving, doing their thing. And trust me, I've been trying to do my thing as well. So reaching 7K with everybody here in the chat, all these familiar faces, it means a lot. It really does mean a lot, man. Raider Dangerfield says congrats. Don Phillips says congrats. Thank you. Tony Collins, thank you very much, brother. Lurker in the building. Appreciate it, man. Throwing up them honeys. I am the Bay. Shout out to the bro. Dude sounds like Humpty Dumpty Dance. Dude sounds like Humpty Dumpty Dance. Who, me? You said I sound like Humpty Dumpty Dance? The hell does that even mean? Happy days, Ray. Yep. Appreciate that, brother. TC, thank you very much, man. Appreciate it, Prezi. New member alert. Tavio Harris became a member. Shout out to Harris for becoming a member. Do your touchdown dance as well as Kempo. We're going to do a whole team celebration. Do your Dougie, man. Do your Dougie. Do your touchdown dance. You already know what it is. We just scored on the play and got 2 new members. Thank you for the support. This is the best way to support the channel, and I appreciate y'all very much. Everything y'all do for me. Don't trip. You going to 17K. Yeah, that's my guy, bro. One day we gonna hit 17K. One day we gonna hit 17K, and we gonna do a fire. When I hit 10K, I'm gonna do a fire giveaway. I'm gonna do a fire giveaway when we hit 10K, bro. Fire. KB with the congrats. JoJo, appreciate you, brother. Resilient in the building. Thank you for the congrats, brother. Thank you very much. John Wright says, let's go, Ray. Season gonna be lit, fam. Yo, it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire, man. The draft's gonna be fire. The offseason, everything about this offseason has been fire. Can we be honest? Raiders football has been fire this past year and continuing, right? Last year was a damn circus roller coaster. I know it wasn't the kind of fire we wanted, but it was still a fire. It was still fire. And this upcoming year is about to be different because AFC West football is must-watch football. Must-watch football, yo. Thomas Hernandez says, I just subscribed to you, Ray. Appreciate that. Thomas. Thomas looks familiar, man. You look familiar like I've seen y'all. Man, have you been in the comments before? Have I been live with you or something? I might have been live when you were live with Dirty, or maybe you was live with SC or something like that. Definitely look familiar, man. Definitely look familiar. Falcons pursuing Mariota. That's the word. Don Phillips, Pyramid, a 6th or 7th. Mullen would have to be cut. Yeah, I ain't trading Mullen for no 7th. I'm keeping Mullen. If I can't get a 4th or higher for Mullen, I'm keeping him. I'm keeping him. I'm keeping him. Raider Dane with a super. He says, anybody down to kidnap Brandon Parker and take him to the. Yo, this dude trying to get me. This man trying to get me in jail. He said, take him to the Gulligan Islands. LOL, but seriously, yo, somebody needs to tell Brandon Parker to go play for the Chiefs. Someone go tell the Chiefs to go sign Brandon Parker. That's the best thing for us, man. Love your content. Upgraded. Appreciate that, Kempo. He said upgraded. Oh, shout out to the bro, man. Shout out to the bro. He said upgraded. Yeet. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, brother. Kempo in the building. Max said, I said, do you think we trade back into the first since it's in Vegas? This is the comment right here. This is the comment, y'all. This is what I was looking for. I said, do you think we trade back into the first since it is Vegas? They can make a ton of money off that. Plus, the Eagles have 3 first-round picks, might be more willing to trade. And it's a good point because you think about the Eagles picks, they have – someone will correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they have 16, 17, and 19. 16, 17, and 19 or something like that. So they could in that little mid-round range – they could definitely move a pick, but it just depends what we'd have to give up. I have no idea what we'd be able to give up to get a first-round pick. You know, I don't see any players I'd personally want to trade that would be valued of a first-round pick. Jacobs, I don't think he's worth a first-round pick. I don't know if I'd really want to trade him that much, but potentially just because he's going to be coming up that fifth-year option. But still, trying to get that in the first, that's tough, man. I could potentially see this getting a second, but a first, it could be tough. It could be tough. Appreciate everybody congratulating in the chat. Jose in the building, Chansworthy. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Riddle Sprigger. That's a hell of a name. Riddle Sprigger said, you got to blow $7,000 for 7 games. I'm going to go roll up a $7,000 backward, brother. Pop, pop, pop. That shit going to have me donezo. I'm gonna be on the members live talking about drafting in the 5th round. Talking about drafting Jacoby Myers in the 5th round. Be off that $7,000. That's wild, brother. That's wild. Psycho Jackal says, "What's up? You have a good day, Raiders." These are the kind of super chats that are fired. Bro tapped in just to tell y'all have a great day. That's a real player right there. Shout out Psycho Jackal for supporting and just putting that positive energy out there. Syrup Sipper says, congrats on 7K subs. Got to light up a $7,000 backward now to celebrate. That boy already know what it is. He already know what it is. Syrup Sipper into tripping, bro. Shout out to Ray, 7K. That's dope. Appreciate you. Element Pro, thank you very much, man. Thank you. Paul Edgerton says, hey, from England. Congratulations on your 7K. Well-deserved, my friend. From England. Yo, we got Germany in the building. We had England. I'm sure we had Mexico. I think we had Mexico in here earlier. Shout out everybody from around the world that's tuning in. Everybody from around the world that's tuning in. Thank you. Congratulating from around the world. That's fire, yo. The guy says, congrats, bro. But what's good on Gilmore? Still no word on Gilmore, everybody. I'm sure once the word pops out, everybody in the chat will blow it up and let us know. But as of right now, I don't see anything on Twitter. Right now, I don't see anything on Twitter being reported. Just looking. Ian Rappaport hasn't reported anything. He says the former Packers, Zadarius Smith may go to the Vikings. Matt Ryan's going to the Colts. Baker ain't done shit yet. I don't think anybody wants Baker Mayfield. I'm good off him. Tavio says, congrats, Ray. I'm usually quiet in the chat, but had to pop out and score a tutty. Hey, let's get it, boy. Let's get it. Shout out to Harris, man, popping in. Look, you always got to pop in, man, but that's what makes it that much more special when people kind of just lurk and they just pop out just to say what's good. And I love that because that just means they wise. You know what I mean? A lot of times they say, you know what I mean? A lot of times they say that the brokest person is the loudest. So if you're quiet, that means you out there just chilling, doing your thuggy. So I definitely appreciate that. Definitely do your touchdown dance, brother. Definitely do your touchdown dance. He says, all of us look alike. What does that even mean? Freddie says, congrats. Who you think we drafted in the 3rd round? Shoot, man. I think we take a linebacker in the 3rd round. A linebacker or a safety. I don't think we take offensive linemen because I don't think we would want to wait that long to get an offensive lineman to start on for us, especially at right tackle. So for me, I'm kind of looking at a linebacker or a safety. As far as safety, though, would you want a rookie safety back there? I don't know. If they're good, of course. But it's just safety such a crucial spot. If your safety gets beat, it's over, right? And that's why safety's so tough. I remember I used to play safety, and you gotta be on your A game when you're on safety. You gotta cross your T's and dot your I's when you play a high safety. I'm not talking about in the box because, I mean, if anybody gets, I mean, that don't really count. When you're a high safety, though, everything's on you. A deep ball, that's on you. A broken tackle, everybody else can break a tackle, right? Everybody else can miss a tackle, I mean. But when it comes to you as a safety, you miss a tackle, and it's like, oh, shit, the world is over. It's like, oh, man, everybody in front of me, all these big guys miss a tackle. Now I got to go hit this 220-pound fucking running back because everybody in front of me couldn't tackle him. Now I got to go over here and start ankle biting mugs. Richard Snyder says, I need that pillage chat. Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, they're going to drop soon, Matt. And I can't put too much info now. I can't put too much info, but just go make sure y'all go hit that follow button on Redemption Brand and just stay tuned, y'all. I'm going to be dropping content. I'm going to make the website here in April, have the website up, and I'm going to keep y'all informed. It's going to be all there, man. So just stay tuned. To get a first pick, teams will ask for a lot. Exactly, man. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to see what teams would actually want for a first-round pick. That's tough right there. Let me get back. Says Max. Max says, is Jordan Davis falls that far? Maybe trade next year's first rounder. Yeah, for me personally, I think that's potentially a long shot. Jordan Davis, I feel like is going to be one of those guys that go top 15. I mean, if the Vikings could potentially want to get him, the Chargers could get him. The Eagles, I could definitely – if he makes it past the Eagles, I'd be surprised. They have 3 first-rounders within 4 picks, I believe, and they definitely need some of that defensive line help. Paz. Holy smokes. Trying to say this man's last name, I almost got demonetized. Almost got banned off YouTube trying to say this man's last name. Fletcher Cox from the Eagles. I think he signed back with the Eagles for a 1-year deal, but I don't know what that means for the draft. Who knows? Jorge C says, what's good, Ray? Just pulled in. That Raider tat looks fire, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That Raider tat looks dope. That's a dope Raider tat, brother. Let me see. Where's my Raider tat at? It's over here? No, it's over here. I don't think anybody ever seen my Raider tat. There's my joint. Y'all see that? That's my Raider joint right there. Bing! Shout out to the nation. Make sure y'all hit that like button if y'all can. Appreciate it forever. Raider says, congrats, bro. Appreciate it, Black Mama. Yo, it's funny, Black Mama. I had just put a poll on my Instagram, and I did it on Twitter. And all I did, it wasn't Raiders related. Sometimes I do different stuff. I mean, let's keep it real, man. Sometimes you gotta just have some fun, right? And I said Raider. I said LeBron or Kobe. And you know what? I'm about to do a poll right now. LeBron or Kobe? I'm about to do a poll in the chat right now. Y'all let me know. Are we taking LeBron or Kobe? This is going to say a lot. I'm not going to tell you who I choose. I did a poll. Let's see what the chat talk about. LeBron or Kobe? This is crucial, y'all. This is crucial. He said, sick tat, Ray. Thank you, brother. I need that hat. Tommy, make sure you tune in. Go to Redemption Brand spelled BRND. Brand without an A. Redemption Brand. Follow on Instagram, brother. Stay tuned. Gotta see this real quick. Kobe, thank you very much. K-Town says LeBron. We finna have to block this mug. We're gonna have to block K-Town. We don't do LeBron around here, man. He said that. Hey, Harry says that's that LA bias. He said that's that LA bias. He said LeBron a crybaby. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. The chat is lit. You already know how we do, man. You already know how we do, man. You know we wasn't gonna say LeBron. Come on now. He said LeBron. He said LeBron is equals car haters, bro. Miguel Navarro says, "Congrats on 7K, Reg. Always with the logic. Makes time fly when I'm at work. Listen to your content. Thank you, Miguel. Thank you very much, brother. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Have a good day at work, man. Keep grinding, bro. Keep grinding. You know what I mean? Keep grinding." He said, "Where you be getting those LV hats?" Shit, man. I might not even tell anybody because I'll be straight up. The LV hats, look, I'll be straight up, y'all. Them LV hats, they were the ones that motivated me to do my own thing when it came to the hats because I was going to be doing this. I'm not gonna say I was gonna do a sponsor so much, but I was gonna be doing something with the people that made the LV hats. But dang, they kind of were being weird and it was kind of blowing me off. So I was like, maybe I should use a different term. They was giving me the cold shoulder after we already made contact. You know what I mean? After we have already talked about some stuff and some stuff was discussed. So I was like, all right, man, I'm finna do my own thing. You know what I mean? And it's nothing against them. I didn't say nothing to them or anything. I just cut ties and I was like, I'm finna do my own thing. So, you know what I mean? Them LV hats, shit, as far as I'm concerned, them LV hats don't exist to me no more. But you can find these redemption hats, brothers. And all you got to do is go follow on Instagram, man. And we're going to be having it turned up within this next month or so, brother. All right, let's see this Kobe LeBron pool. Oh, my gosh, 13% LeBron, 12% LeBron. Oof. Y'all heard that's killer right there. That's killer right there. Yeah, prayers. Oh shit, we breaking down that LeBron versus Kobe pool. You I swear, bro. I swear. Austin Space says LeBron is a better player, but I like Kobe more. I think LeBron is an all-around better player than Kobe. I agree with that, but I just don't think he's a better. It's weird. It's just weird because a lot of the game isn't about actually the game. A lot of the game has to do with your mentality, right? Like, let's be honest, like your physical traits. A lot of guys have great physical traits, but the mentality, the mental side of the game, the work ethic, all of that, being a team member, that's part of the psychology of the game. All that stuff matters. So don't ever say that again, right? Nah, I feel you. Yeah, Kobe's he'll put a dagger. He will put a dagger in your joint. He will put the nail in the coffin and then turn around and saran wrap that coffin. You feel me? But I just wanted to end this live, man, on a fun note. You feel me? Nothing crazy. I just wanted to end it on a fun note. Kobe versus LeBron. Kobe won by a landslide. You already knew that was going to happen. Raider Nation, I think Raider Nation is definitely somewhat biased because we're a California-based team. We're a California-based team, and then obviously moved to Vegas. But a lot of Raider fans are Lakers fans or Kings fans or just fans from California. So, of course, we're going to like Kobe. Personally, I'm not even a Kings fan or a Lakers fan. So, to me, it's not even a bias thing. I just like Kobe more. I don't really like LeBron that much. I'm a Chris Paul fan. I like CP3. Bro's a facilitator, and I just think he's a dog. I like playing point guard too. But this is about to turn into Raid the Paint. Hey, dead ass, y'all, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. No, for real. Sounds like 12% of people got hit in the head too many times. No, for real. Sounds like 12% of people about to get blocked. No, I'm playing. I'm just playing. Sam House says, you can't pass. Motherfucker. Bro, I could pass. I could pass the rock. Let me tell you something. No, I'm playing. I could pass the rock pretty good. But one thing I'll say, man, about basketball is I'll be honest, the way I play is like Dennis Rodman. I'll be honest, bro. I play like Dennis Rodman. Like, you are not going to out-rebound me. I'm sorry. You are not going to out-rebound me. You're not going to get past me on defense. I'm going to be a dog on the court, man. I never claimed to be an Allen Iverson. Never claimed to be a Kobe or a Jordan or a Pippen. Nah, I will be straight up, bro. I ain't mad. I'll be a Dennis Rodman. and I'll go out there and you're gonna get messed up trying to play with me on that court, boy. I'm finna dog you out, man. He said, raid the paint. Oh man. Peace out, y'all. Peace out, y'all. What it do, big boss? What it do, man? We just here at the tail end of the show, man. We just clean it up real quick. We just clean it up, chopping out the bit right now. CP3, hey, hold on. CP3, right? I lost respect. How? CP3 the man, bro. CP3 is the man, bro. You're tripping. I remember I was young. I was probably in like 7th grade. And I had that New Orleans Hornets jersey. It was all white with that teal, and it had the number 3 CP. It had the pole on the back. It was stitched. That shit was fire, bro. King Gibby said Sacktown Kings. Yeah. Rate that like button before y'all gone, man. Rate that like button. 4 versus 5 rings. I see somebody say there's a reason that CP3 trade got vetoed. Yeah, if CP3 would have went to the Lakers, bro. Whew. I don't even watch NBA anymore. Yeah, I don't even watch basketball, bro. I haven't watched basketball in some years, man. I haven't watched basketball in some years. Last time I really watched basketball like that, the Warriors, the Cavs won. The Cavs beat the Warriors in the finals. That 1 year Kyrie hit that 3. Rodman to Kanye of basketball. What? Ray, do you think people are sleeping on Hollins? That boy tall, him and Waller, a nightmare in the red zone. Potentially, man, that man Hollins could do some work. It's interesting he's a wide receiver. I wonder if they're going to keep him at wide receiver, if they're going to have him in some different kind of packages. Raymond says Steph over CP3. Yeah, I mean, Steph is a new guy, though, man. I mean, Steph's game is completely different than CP3. CP3 didn't come into the game trying to, like, shoot a bunch of threes. Steph is more of a 2 guard, in my opinion. But CP3 is a true point guard, like all-around best point guard. One of the best point guards in history is CP3, by far. If you're talking point guards, like the actual skill position of being a point guard, CP3 is a better point guard than Steph. A better basketball player is Steph Curry. Steph Curry could shoot like a dog. He could pass like crazy. CP3 can pass just as good, though. Steph Curry's defense isn't even close to CP3's. Go look at CP3's numbers. There was a span CP3 literally had top 5 in points as a point guard, top 5 in the league with steals, top 5 in the league in assists, top 5 in the league in shooting percentage, mid-range percentage. The dude has been top 5 in almost every statistical category, and he's just one of the best facilitators in the league. Allen Iverson, it's easy. AI is my guy. CP3 is a choker. He's not a choker, bro. CP3 is not a choker. He can't be. CP3 is really like that, yeah. Steph Curry over CP3, yeah. You guys are saying Steph Curry over CP3. How old is he, bro? CP3 is super old, and CP3's never played on a super team. Chris Paul has never played on a super team, ever. People acting like that Clippers team was a super team. How? He didn't have one guy on his team that could shoot. He didn't have one Steph Curry. He didn't have a Kevin Durant. He didn't have a LeBron. He didn't have a Kobe. My guy had freaking Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan. And people consider that a super team because how good CP3 could facilitate. Like, come on, man. Curry is better. Yeah, Curry is one of the best. It's like me bringing up a shooting guard and being like, yeah, like it's like me bringing up a player. Let's say, for instance, I'd be like, hey, I can't even think right now of an example, but it's like I wasn't comparing CP3 and Steph Curry. Steph Curry is better. He's better. Let's be honest. CP3 is just a true facilitator of the game. Like, bro, this man, like Mike Bibby, no, bro. There's no way. Mike Bibby ain't over CP3. Nuh-uh. Nope. CP3 is one of the best point guards in NBA history. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, it's too late now. Had the chance, man. Had the chance. Sup, Braid? I used to be a Bulls fan, but turns out I'm just a Jordan fan. Haven't really watched basketball since Jordan retired. That's crazy, man. I feel like that's how NBA is, though. It's like a players' league. NBA is a players' league, and a lot of times people will stick around to watch the players because I know a lot of people like LeBron, and they're Lakers fans now because they like LeBron. So I'm like, oh, okay. But man, we ended up talking about basketball, y'all. Appreciate y'all being here. Element Pro says, hell no, Mike Bibby ain't. Yeah, he ain't. Mike Bibby ain't even close to CP3. He ain't even close to CP3. But Mike Bibby does have history. He's one of them dudes. But man, we just closing it out with some banter. That's it, man. Appreciate everybody pulling up. We hit 7K. Appreciate y'all being here. Thank you for the congratulations, y'all. Thank you for the congratulations on 7K. Everybody that supported, became a member, dropped a super. Everybody that just pulled up and hit the like button. If you hit the like button, thank you. If you hit the like button, thank you. I appreciate it. If you hit the subscribe button, thank you that much more. I'm about to head out of here. We've been up for an hour and 45 minutes. It was a blast being with y'all. Remember, if y'all want to check out these hats soon, they will be on sale soon. I'm probably going to be doing pre-orders within this next month, but make sure to go check out Redemption Brand. That's Redemption Brand without an A on Instagram. Go make sure you guys follow and stay tuned. Until next time, y'all raid the tape. Let me do it. Until next time, y'all raid the tape.